Hey guys, it's Tasha Lenny's and I am back with another video, finally. It's a book video, but it's okay. It's a video because it's June. Literally, when y'all see this, tomorrow will be June. So, we are getting my June TBR and in no particular order. If you would like to see what I'm going to be reading for the month of June, then keep on watching. All right. There is one book that I don't have that I really do want to read, but every time I look at Barnes and Nobles, they don't have it. And that is, I'll put a picture up, Score by Kennedy Ryan. I have no idea what it's actually about. I know it is the sequel to Real, but then at the same time, people keep talking about a book called Close Up that is in that same world. And I'm like, okay, which one first? Because you're making a big deal about Score. So I'm about to look up what it's about. And that is one book that I do want on my TBR. I was going to say the next book. Can't go to the next book yet, Shay. Yeah, this ain't number 2. Okay. It says, you never forget your first love. Isn't that what they say? Verity Hill knows this truth intimately. Sorry, all my notifications are popping up on this phone. She didn't simply Mrs. Wright Monk Bellamy when they parted ways in college. She's haunted by his touch. Every kiss, any lover since, is a shadow of what they had. Time heals all wounds. Isn't that what they say? Monk doesn't believe that for a second. He wasn't simply betrayed when he and Verity split. He was devastated, with parts of him left behind in the ruins of all that was destroyed. More than a decade after their disastrous breakup, Verity and Monk must work together on the set of an epic Harlem Renaissance biopic. With Monk, now a world-class musician, creating the score, and Verity, an award-winning screenwriter, penning the script, there's Oscar buzz before shooting even begins. This once-in-a-lifetime project could catapult them both to new heights. But can they... Okay, I don't know who wrote this, but can they put the past behind them for the sake of the film? For the sake of something more? The reviews seem good. High 5 stars. So that's what I do want to add to my list. Next up is And Now Back to You by B.K. Borison. This is the second book of the... I don't know what series this is. But the first book was First Time Caller. And then this is the second book. I believe it's a series, but they're like standalones. Okay. All right. Oh, I got 6 pages in. Don't remember it. 2 competing meteorologists are forced to find common ground in this opposites attract when Harry met Sally inspired romance. I feel like I put this on the TBR before. I don't know. Jason Clark and Delilah Stewart have had their fair share of run-ins over the years, often ending in disaster. While Jackson thrives on routine and organization from the comfort of his radio booth, Delilah loves the spontaneous and adventure out in the field. When they're partnered against their will to cover a historic snowstorm, they find themselves scrambling to figure out how to work together. Eager to be taken seriously as a journalist, Delilah offers Jackson a deal. If he can help her ace this assignment, she'll help him rediscover his long-lost fun side. With an unexplored chemistry burning beneath their clashes, the unlikely partnership quickly tumbles into an easy and surprising friendship. But when other feelings start to enter the equation, can Jackson and Delilah withstand the storm? Or does what happened in the mountains stay in the mountains? This is the... Where did I get this from? I think I got this from Barnes and Noble. Because it's like 2 different covers. No, or did I get that from Walmart? I think Walmart has a cover and Barnes and Noble have a cover. This is one of their covers. I don't know which one this is from. Oh, this is the Heartstrings series. So that's book number 2. Oh, book number 3. This is by one of my favorite authors who wrote one of my favorite 5-star reads. And that is The Art of Loving You by Natasha Bishop. Every time I see this title, I want to sing Olivia Dean. It's the art of loving. That's on her album. But anyway, this is the Forever Falling series. This is the second book. And I believe she was in the last book. There are interconnected standalones. Dear Danny and Micah. Dear Danny and Micah, if you're reading this, I'm dead. Danny Jenkins is a boss, a model turned influencer. She doesn't have time for taking a risk on romance. She prefers to keep things casual. But when her mentor Tanya dies, she is brought face to face with the man who broke her heart. Artist Makai Wright is a protector who loves fiercely. He's known as the man everyone can count on, but he's never forgiven himself for letting down Danny, the woman he still loves. With Tanya's dying wish forcing Danny and Makai back together to complete a scavenger hunt road trip, Makai sees a second chance for them to get things right. I only have 2 rules. 1, do it together. 2, make magic. Tensions are high as their undeniable connection reignites, but Danny refuses to let her guard down. As they travel, Makai is determined to prove to Danny that love is worth fighting for. Can she release her fears and relearn the art of loving? I loved Only for the Weak. And I have a feeling I'm going to love this one. The next book is A Play Along by Liz Tom 40. Again, another interconnected standalone series. This is the Windy City series. A lot of people didn't like Mile High is the first book in this, and a lot of people had a lot of mixed reviews about it. I really loved it. I enjoyed it. It was a nice little pace. I don't know why people hated it. I liked it. Made me want to continue the series. It says, I got the saying wrong. What happens in Vegas doesn't always stay in Vegas. Sometimes it follows you right back home. Kennedy. I'm the only woman on staff for the Windy City Warriors. And after years of putting up with a sexist lead doctor, I'm desperate to land my dream job with a new team next year. All I have to do is maintain my professional reputation for my final season in Chicago. But a Las Vegas run-in with the team's shortstop threatens it all, leaving me with a fuzzy memory and a ring on my left hand. Now, not only am I legally bound to the most persistent man I've ever met, but thanks to Isaiah's scheme to save my job, I have to pretend the whole thing was a planned elopement and not a drunken mistake. Isaiah Rose is reckless, impulsive, and frustratingly charming. He's also my brand new husband. Isaiah. As a shortstop for Chicago's professional baseball team, I've had my fair share of fun. But that all ended the day Kennedy K became a single woman. I've crushed on the team's athlete trainer for years. I flirted to no avail. So imagine my surprise when I woke up in Sin City with a ring on my finger and my favorite redhead in my bed. We agreed to stay married for 1 baseball season, just long enough to keep our job safe. But in my mind, I'm using our time together to prove to her I'm husband material. Kennedy might be reluctant to join in on our game, but it's one I refuse to lose. So come on, wife, play along. Aww, that was cute. That was cute. Okay, sorry. Next is What We Did to Survive by Megan Lally. I read That's Not My Name by this author. Loved it. Lots of twists and turns. Didn't see the ending coming. So yeah, this is The Sunburn Was the Least of Their Worries. Hannah is having an incredible spring break. A week at a resort in Mexico with her best friend Emmy and her family is perfect for de-stressing from senior year, even if it's awkward being around Emmy's older brother Jackson, whom she's had a crush on for as long as she can remember. Still, the beach is gorgeous. So is the guy they meet in the surf. Except Hannah's now the third wheel in Emmy's vacation romance. Eager to impress Emmy, her wealthy new boyfriend charters a private sailboat to make the most of their last day in paradise. And Hannah and Jackson are invited along. As the clouds roll in and the skies darken, their boat is the only one leaving the marina. And the further they get into open water, the more unsettled Hannah becomes. A storm is brewing on board that's as deadly as the one racing toward them. Forget surviving graduation, who will make it back to land alive? What the heck is happening? It says they didn't want vacation to end, now they just want to live. Jesus. Nice, good thriller in the mix. Next is Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. I've heard pretty good things about this book. It says a sharp, witty, steamy, modern love story from the best-selling author of You Again. At 26, Sam Pulaski expected to be thriving in an exciting career, not stuck in her hometown crashing with her mom. But when a single dad becomes her new neighbor and she finds herself attracted to his steady, settled life and quiet confidence, she realizes she might not know what she wants after all. That was the shortest description I've seen in a very long time. But that is Daddy Issues. And last but not least, I have read this book before, but I have been in the mood lately for a good reread. And I was thinking, what's a good reread that I can read? And that is Honey and Spice by Baloo Babalula. Now, here's 2 reasons I want to reread this book. 1, I read it last year. 3 reasons. 1, I read it last year and loved it. Gave it 5 stars. And 2, it was a library book and I was listening to it on audio. So I didn't get to highlight all the things that I wanted to highlight. And baby, I want to highlight. So if you do not know what this is about, here we go. Sharp-tongued and secretly soft-hearted, Kiki Banjo has just made a huge mistake. As an expert in relationship evasion and the host of the popular student radio show Brown Sugar, she's made it her mission to ensure the women of the African Caribbean Society at Whitewell College in Southern England do not fall into the mess of situationships, players, and heartbreak. But when the queen of the unbothered kisses Malachi Korodi, the guy she just publicly denounced as the waste man of Whitewall, in front of every Blackwellian on campus, she finds her show on the brink. They're soon embroiled in a fake relationship to try and salvage their reputations and save their futures. Kiki has never surrendered her heart before, and a player like Malachi won't be the one to change that, no matter how charming he is or how electric their connection feels. But surprisingly, entertaining study sessions and intimate late-night talks at old-fashioned diners force Kiki to look beyond her own presumptions. Is she ready to open herself up to something deeper? Y'all, I love this book so much. That is all the books that I want to read for the month of June. Wish me luck, because I haven't been doing very well. But wish me luck. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and please subscribe. Let me know down in the comment section what you are reading for the month of June. How has reading been going for you this year? And yeah, let me know what sounds good. Let me know what I should read first. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.